party started. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? I got here a fictitious story coming at you about the KKK. All right, here we go with the story. Okay, so don't be freaking out. I'm making the story up. Okay. Okay. Me and my boys. It was in the state of Georgia. Okay, I ain't gonna tell you what city, but late 1800s, and the most terrible thing had just taken place. Okay, my workmate Harold, these Klansmen that owned this house and raped his wife while they was holding him at gunpoint, and then they brought him outside and hung him in the front yard of his own tree. Okay, and the reason why we know what happened is because, after it was over, we heard the sheriff's voice yelling, okay, and yelling instructions. Okay, all right. So that was enough. That was just the straw that broke the camel's back. So 12 of us got together. Okay, it was 12 of us. All right. Y'all want to hear the rest of this story? Okay, and we had a meeting. And after that meeting, we had the plan all worked out. Okay? All right. One night soon after that, a nice clear night where, it wasn't no full moon or nothing. Okay? What we did was we went on over to the sheriff's house. Way 2, 3 in the wee hours in the morning where it wasn't nothing happening but crickets. Okay, and so what we did, first thing, we took a bunch of shovels and we wrote in the yard. Okay, started right there. There was 6 of us hiding and keeping guard in case anything stupid happened, while the other 6 we was digging this note in the yard that said pig in a blanket, and I'm gonna tell you what that means in a minute. Okay, so after we done that, then we found a little hiding places around in the bushes where we could just spring out. And then, I went on out there and I threw a rock through his bedroom window. Okay, the light came on, and I just went on back to my hiding place and we just waited. And sure enough, him being all this big high and mighty sheriff, thinking, I ain't getting ready to let nobody hit my window and just stay in the bed. He come on outside, hands on his hip, walking on out, looking at the little sign on the yard with his hands on his chin. And then we popped on out. Okay? Now the rest of the story gets serious, because we was dressed up like a reverse KKK and black hoodies all the way down to the ground. Y'all want to hear the rest of the story? Okay, let's continue. All right, so there we were. There we was. Were. In this yard right there at the sheriff's house. Had his mouth gagged. Okay, so he wouldn't be yelling, making no stupid noise and screwing up the plan. Okay. All right. So we got his horse out the barn. We put the horse right there by the flagpole. He had this Confederate flagpole. And when, it was convenient, we just cut the rope, made the noose out of that, put him on the rope, put the noose around his neck, and just let him sit there. Okay? Let him just sit there and be scared, turn all red. And I think one of the brothers said, "Why you turning all red?" So anyway, that Confederate flag was laying on the ground, and so what part of the plan was that we dipped it in some kerosene, And then we wrapped that flag right around that Confederate sheriff belly. That's what we done did. And then we tied it to his belly with an extra rope that was dipped in kerosene as well. And then we just left the scene way on down the street, down the block yonder, you know, except for one of us, me. All right. So what I stayed there first is because I had the last move. All right, so I lit that rope and I rolled on off, nice and slow. Okay, that pig in the blanket was back there burning behind me. I'm just a lonely cowboy driving down the street until we got with the rest of the gang. And then at that point, everybody fired their weapon at the same time. Pow! Scared that horse to death. And hung that sheriff. Okay? That's the end of my fictitious story. Now, I told y'all this was a fictitious story. So don't be thinking this was something that we did for real. We didn't do it for real. What happened to my video?